U.S. Treasuries took down.
Listen up, Rebels. Today we're going to talk about the best stock to buy September 2021. For this entire month, and as long as the price is underneath its current price, it's a good stock to buy going forward. And the stock today we're going to talk about is Peloton, ticker symbol PLTN. It's a great stock that has seen a recent massive dip due to its earnings call about a week or two ago. In its history, it actually IPO'd at around $30 a share. Because of the pandemic, it shot up rapidly to at its peak around $150 per share. Recently, it saw some dip in the springtime. It had a short rally up to 130, and just 2 weeks ago, because of the earnings report, it dipped right back down to $100 a share. So now it's testing its recent lows, and it has not been at this price in over a month. And this stock at $100 is a bargain, seeing its explosive growth in the future. And now Peloton, it's the exercise bike. You guys have heard of it. It has great branding power. And what's important to note here is that what Peloton was 2 years ago, or when it IPO'd even, or even what its initial vision was for the company, it changed, and it changed due to the pandemic. And this is important, that when people start going back out into society, that these stocks like Peloton, Zoom, Fastly, all of these remote desktop, Teledoc, all of these companies that were aided and really boosted by pandemic, all the pandemic really did was place a spotlight, and it made it so that a lot of innovation happened much quicker, and in turn society in general, and investors, they placed more value on these companies because of what they were able to do, even though there was a pandemic going on, and how they were able to contribute to society. And there's great value in all of these things. And Peloton is the leader in this space, and it has that branding power name. So what they were able to do in Peloton was they transformed from just being this bike membership subscription type of service, right? A mix of hardware and software, really, and they turned it into a marketing powerhouse, like a brand powerhouse. And now they're trying to pick up more real estate. They're expanding really fast. They're trying to they're doing huge deals now where they're trying to get bikes to all customers that want it, really. And they're doing installments. You can pay it off over 3 to 4 years, and that's smart, because that means you're going to be, if you're paying it over that course of time, you're going to be buying the memberships for that long as well, the monthly memberships, and you're probably using it because you're paying for it already. So it's it's a smart business plan that keeps you accountable. They're also trying to become an athleisure company like Nike. They're trying to go after become the next Nike or Under Armour, based on their branding power alone. They're selling footwear. It's expensive footwear that needs to be with part of these bikes. They're selling clothing, athletic clothing, and that's kind of where Peloton's heading at. It's heading into this mix, and it's expanding into more verticals than it initially even thought possible, or than it initially had planned on. It's a different company than it was 2 years ago, and that's okay. That's good for growth in general, because what it actually did, it hyper sped up the growth of this company because of the pandemic. That's all that happened. It doesn't mean that it basically was able to find what it wanted to do and change its vision over time much faster than if that pandemic had not happened, and then Peloton would not be where it's at right now. And again, the branding power alone of Peloton going forward, it presents itself into many unique opportunities. So Peloton's a great buy, and with all these growth companies, you have to keep in mind that you're buying them not for now. You're buying them for 2 to 3 years from now. So just because their numbers weren't that good in this financials report, a lot of people were writing them off. They didn't have, they went down in profit margin, they went down in revenues. But that's because they were they were buying a lot. Again, they were spending a lot of money. Their expenses just went up drastically, and it's because they're getting all these deals out to try to get these bikes in front of customers. They had great marketing campaigns with Beyonce's partnering with them, and then if you attack like this music space along with your rides, there's some great partnerships to be had when you're exercising, and it's exercising is here to stay. It's a mainstay of society. Peloton will be a mainstay of society, and it's just entering its hypergrowth phase. It's a very young company, and again, at $100 or lower, it's a buy. Keep buying this stock up, and in 2 or 3 years from now, it will be much higher. It'll probably be around the $200 to $300 price range in 2 to 3 years, but in the short term, it can easily rebound to that $150 price target over the next year or so, and that's a return of 50% already. You're seeing $100 to $150 a share. So that is kind of what you kind of expect from this stock. You're gonna have to hold it, again, just hold it for a little while. It's gonna add some diversity to your portfolio, attacking this, fitness space, and it's a great diversity adder to your portfolio. That's the best stock to buy, Rebels, for September 2021. Rebel Leader, over and out.